Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everybody.
To an up close and personal.
Yeah.
Title talk.
A little scene change here. A little, wow, we're up in your space.
Little bubblehead.
Right?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Thursday Morning Title Talk. My name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are coming to you live from our office studio here in Palos Heights. It looks a little different today because we are doing a
little
remodel, right?
Yeah.
Where we're going to have some fun and exciting changes where we're going to be doing some different backgrounds and kind of bringing some more fun and changing some things up for you guys. So looking forward to showing you guys that and kind of bringing
Just
that.
not.
Yeah.
This view is a lot for the world.
Amy's a little intimidated by the up close and
my
personal
own
thing,
face.
but hey, we're here, and you guys are here joining us today, and we
Thank you for joining us today.
We've got a lot of big things going on. We've got a lot of things just happening here in our industry and even just in our office. Thank you so much for turning that bad boy down.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
So we have we're going to be taking Title Talk on the road today.
We are.
We're going to be doing our Inspired...
In the rain. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, it's indoors.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
We are doing our Inspired Title Gives Back today, so we will be out, and we'll talk about that a little bit for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to share and bring some smiles and happiness to some folks today, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But why don't we do our kickoff here? Well, I think that as we wind this down, because we have another fun event that
we get to go scoot again.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about ITG Gives Back.
Mm-hmm.
And today, why don't you introduce that, and I will...
We are giving back. ITG is giving back to the Bible Baptist Church, a $500 check to the Bible Baptist Church for a senior trip. So this was one that, I don't know how it was... How did this one come up? It's your Carol's niece?
Yeah, it's my niece. And they were planning a senior trip, and they didn't know if they were going to be able to do it financially with COVID and everything that was going on. The senior class is very small, so they didn't recognize that they were going to have enough money to do this senior trip. And I'm very, very close to my nieces and nephew, Carol's sister, brother-in-law, and sister's kids.
Yeah.
And I said, this is a great opportunity.
That's cool.
This is really great. So we're going to actually travel out to Indiana here after our show and do a presentation to the senior class.
That's really cool.
For this check, and I'm hoping that Madison, my niece, will be able to hold this check, and we're going to be able to get them their senior trip to wish that they wanted, which is something that all the
cool.
senior classes before them have gone, and they were literally 3 or 4 months ago kind of stewing about, oh my gosh, are we going to be able to go with COVID? What's going to happen? And then when they found out they could, then it became,
oh crud!
Can we financially do this?
Yeah.
We haven't really raised money, and we haven't.
And how do you raise money during COVID?
Yes,
like it's
exactly.
hard for a senior class to do.
I was just excited and happy to be able to step into that.
That was
and,
very generous
and help
of you.
that off. So we're
very selfless of you.
We're going to go out and tune in. You'll see that live from the Bible Baptist Church. And, we'll be giving back to them. And as we talked a little bit, we have the golf outing. Pause. Pause is going to be the 20.
We had three Thursdays, and I thought we were waiting on them to confirm the date.
Yep.
So one of these 3 Thursdays coming up, we're going to be playing with the puppies.
Absolutely, and they said we can go on a tour and everything. I guess the facility's wide open, so we'll actually be broadcasting from there, and we'll be making a donation to Pause. Well, that'll be exciting and fun. The golf outing is in the works, and
coming up.
We talked about that. We're going to mentor. I'm looking to bring in somebody that wants to kind of shadow what we do. We're growing. There's an opportunity that we'll talk about probably
couple weeks.
Next week's show, maybe
couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll be talking about the oh my gosh of the big announcement that's on the horizon for that. This has nothing to do with giving back, but I wrote a book, and I'm really proud of that.
It's a good book.
It is called The 2 Hour Difference, and it is basically life lessons on how to help your kids live an extraordinary life. And if anybody knows me, I have been a sports coach for 25 plus years, coaching baseball, and I took to the pages of writing and penning a book through this COVID time.
In 3 months? 6 months?
Yeah, it took a long time, and
that's not a long time. That's what I was saying. It's not a long time. It was crazy that you wrote a book in that amount of
it's
time.
really something that I'm excited and passionate about. The game of baseball, and I was excited to finally get this thing done, but it really gives parents and other coaches, I guess, a little bit of direction as to spending 2 hours a day. Yeah, coaches, parents, kids.
Yeah,
we get to spend 2 hours a day. If you spend 2 hours a week, 2 hours a week with these kids, the difference that you can make in their life over the long run, it's incredible. And I talk a lot about that in the book on 5 life lessons that, baseball is a great sport, but yet there are so many life lessons to learn from the game of baseball. Winning and losing is, what's the difference between, winning success and explaining that. And I go into some detail about that. The everybody gets a trophy thing. I really touch on that a little bit because it's not necessarily about that.
No, but it has become about that. And I think,
it has.
And so it's cool to, touch to what it was before then.
Right, and really, just like any kind of leadership or any kind of mentoring, it's kind of having a vision and then build your foundation around that. And that's a lot of how this kind of started is, having kids at a young age and being lucky and blessed to carry these kids on for. I'm impacting these kids for 10, 12 years of their lives.
Yeah.
And post-game messages of saying, okay, well, we lost. We can come back tomorrow and play again. We don't have to wait a week like you do in football to, let this thing stew. Have a short memory. And there's so many tips in here. There's so many great ideas. And I encourage you guys to read it. It'll be available on Amazon in beginning of May, so you can pre-order it. Yep, that's another part of what I'm doing in my spare time is
because I'm reading it because I'm not a parent yet, but I'm reading it from like dance teacher standpoint, and so it's a good read. It's an easy read. It's a good read. It is an easy read.
Yeah. My mom read it and she called me this morning and she was in tears, not because she's my mom and her son wrote a book, because she said there's just so many points in there that wow. She goes, I never thought about some of these things, and she was a parent of a coach. And even as a younger athlete, I think it took her back to those days of watching me play and my brother play. But what she said, and I think you even said this too, was she heard my words while she was reading this. Yeah, she read this and it was like I was just sitting there talking this book.
That's exactly, I said that to you yesterday. I was like, this book is like you're just talking to me.
And that's what I was hoping, because I wanted it to be in my voice, my speak. And I've always told my kids, I've always told anybody in that I've led or mentored is write like you speak. If you've got something to say, how would you say it to that person if they were sitting there? Write it that way. Don't try to be anybody different. Don't try to put big fancy stuff in there. Write. Yeah. And it's genuine. And that's what this book is.
And that's what the book did,
really take a listen. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that is our ITG Gives Back. We're going to be leaving here shortly to head to the Bible Baptist Church, and we'll tune back in on Facebook Live. But why don't we leave them with our quote of the day, everybody?
Our quote. I'm going with the Tiger Woods quote. He won the Masters 2 years ago. So that's
that Masters theme. Good girl.
Got to do it. Never listen to other people's expectations. You should live your life and live up to your own expectations.
Yep, that's Tiger.
It is Tiger.
That is no doubt.
Tiger.
My quote of the day is either you run the day or the day runs you.
It's deep.
So, yeah. Today, I'm hoping that I'm going to run the day. Yesterday, the day ran me.
He was nice.
Yeah, it was tough. And but hey,
we're here.
Thank you guys for joining and listening and continuing to support us. We just can't thank you guys enough. Remember the golf outing. Reach out to us. Yes. If you want more information about the book, please remember the book. I'll certainly sign a copy if that's what you guys want to do.
Tune in when we're on Facebook Live later.
We'll be back on Facebook Live with that stuff as well. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. Until then, my name's Drew.
And my name is Amy.
We are Inspired Title Group, guys. Thanks for joining. Take care.